guys have now beat, pretty much every great team you've gone against this year.
This team is resilient. This team will show up and work hard and find a way, no matter what that looks like. So.
What did you think of the pass interference call at the end there?
We needed one. That was letting us play today. That's something that I have to be better with. Yeah, it's tough when you get grabbed and you can hold, but the refs letting us play through it, and like I said, I got to do a better job, and I hang my hat on being physical, so I just got to do what I got to do.
And AJ, this team just knocked off one of the best teams in the NFC 2 weeks in a row. When you look back at this season, what do you see? How is this team continuing to get it done?
Go back to that word, being resilient. We know one thing: we're gonna show up, we're gonna fight, and either special teams or defense or offense, it's a team game, and somebody's picking up one another. So.
I know you look at it from your vantage point. You talked about this last week about wanting to have an impact and help and have the offense win and not always leave it on the defense. But when you have a defense this good,
that helps.
Can you just ride this thing out with just the defense?
We want them to continue to play at a high level. We still just gotta do a better job on offense and get our stuff going. I think it's a lot of room for improvement, a lot of self-inflicted wounds. So yeah, but hats off to the defense because they are playing their butts off.
AJ, there was a deep shot late from Jaelan to you down the sideline. What happened on that play?
Constant hand fighting down the field, and just missed. Not just saying he missed, but we just missed.
How much does the weather?
I couldn't get to it.
Sorry. How much does the weather truly affect?
It don't.
So the wind wasn't a factor.
No, it was times the wind did just pick up out of nowhere. But I think for the most part we did a good job of trying to handle that.
What do you think were some of the issues in getting the offense going?
Self-inflicted. I think as soon as we got going, we shot ourselves in the foot. That's something that we can clean up. If somebody just beat us, then hats off to them. But it's some things that we are doing.
A few reports that you and Jeffrey spoke on Thursday. What can you tell us about that meeting?
I'm keeping that between me and him.
And AJ, how are you balancing this team with 8 wins, top of the NFC, but you talk about this offense not getting to where it wants to be quite yet, a work in progress. How do you balance celebrating the win with knowing there's still stuff out there on this offense?
Always being optimistic. I think it's things that we can always look at and try to get better at, and things that we can be happy about. But we're in the business of trying to get better, and so it's not that we're just moping around. We're excited. The guys are just in here dancing. Not me, because I can't dance, but we're just gonna try to just go back to work and just fix the things that we need to get better at.
Did you see signs of the offense kind of coming together? Or
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it was just self-inflicted wounds. It was just, we got going. Something would happen or, behind the stick. So that's something that we can clean up. Like I said, if they beat us, hats off to them.
The ball found its way to you, I think 12 targets if you include the penalty. And yet, you guys still only scored a certain amount of points. How do you kind of, how do you reconcile that? That you got your targets, but the offense still didn't kind of deliver the way you wanted to.
It wasn't about targets last week or the week before.
Production.
It wasn't about that at all. It was me trying to help and contribute. That's all. And regardless of what that looked like in phases, I think I did. But like I said, there's a lot of stuff that we as offense and me myself need to continue to get better at. So.
There were some manufactured touches for you in this game as well. Do you feel like that was a step in the right direction?
Yeah, sure.
As you look big picture, 8-2 with wins over playoff caliber teams, what do you make of where the team is right now?
Every game is winnable. We're a confident team. Regardless of some struggles here and there, but we're confident and we're gonna step up to the plate to that challenge and try to get a win against whoever.
We just came out as a defense and we played our type of game. We wanted to play on our terms. We wanted to impose our will physically. And I feel like we did that. They went for it on fourth down a lot. We knew they was a like a gutsy team like that, but we didn't know it was gonna go for like that many times. But shout out to the defense. We did handle our business. Shout out to the special teams too. They really ran out there and offense for closing the game out like they were supposed to.
Do you take that as a challenge when the offense is confident enough to keep going for it on fourth down?
For sure, almost disrespectful. Almost disrespectful. Even if it's not disrespectful for us, I feel like it's disrespectful to our offense because it's like they gonna get okay field position, but that's just my defensive mindedness though. I won't really take it. No offense to it. I know what type of people they are, or I know what type of team they are over there, and we expected it to be a game like this. Well, so we just had to nut up.
When you have that kind of success on high leverage downs, I don't think they converted a third down till late in the third quarter. They never converted a fourth down. When you guys have success like that, is that about preparation? Is that about stepping up?
It's about everything. I mean, it's about everything. They plays gonna be their plays. So they didn't have any. It's not any like specific fourth and 5 play. They was gonna run their offense, and it was on us to stop it. We play defense and we get paid to stop people, so we supposed to do our job.
And so what's your type of game? You said you guys wanted to make it your type of game. What's your type of
physical? Game? We want to play on our terms. We want to set the tone as a defense. We always want to be physical. We want to be the most physical team out there at all times. Most physical defense out there all the time, man. Just imposing our will, and that's kind of how we like to play. We know that, and yeah.
Is this even more fun for you because of what you had? Because you had to wait for it this year. Has it been even more fun than usual?
I think it's gonna be fun. You're gonna be fun regardless. As long as I get back on the field. So, like you did, so I had to wait for it. But it was a lot of hard work, and it's definitely. I'm not taking none of this for granted. I thank God every day. I even be able to get the opportunity after every game. I thank God that I'm able to feel good. And, come out injury.
We kind of took it for granted. The job was playing so well that maybe you won't get back on the field. Did you always know that you were going to?
For me, I knew as long as I'm able to play and get on the field, and I just got to handle my business. It was always me just handling what I got to do, controlling what I can control, and everything else take care of itself.
As a linebacker, what's it like playing behind the front like they played today?
Oh man, it's great. All the batted balls, the coverage. I mean the rush we got just with 4, with 3 sometimes, even when they was chipping, and sometimes it was chipping the running backs also. So it was great. It's always great, always helpful for us. The way they was able to stop the run when they O-line climbing up fast, they trying to one-on-one block our D-line, they getting off and making the play. That's always helpful for everybody, the whole defense.
What's Jaelan Phillips brought?
I mean, he brought everything. He brought effort. He fit in right away. His personality. The way he played, the physicality he brings, he like to set edges, as an edge. I love edges that like to set edges, but he also like to rush the passes as they should. So, yeah.
The average football fan seems to like a lot of points. Do you think that, when you have close games?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm a defensive guy. I remember ever since I've been in 9th grade and I really started taking football serious, I love watching a good defensive, low-scoring game because it's probably more hard-nosed. It's more physical than a high-scoring offensive game.
These last 2 weeks have been playoff-caliber opponents, playoff-type atmospheres. What does this say about this team in January, February?
We just got to continue to climb, continue to get better. We preach getting better and better each week, and that's what we got to do. We want to always hit our stride towards the November, December, January, February.
Would you like to think that it's obviously getting better. You've held these 2 teams down, and you played very well as a defense. Would you like to think that you're a big part of that?
Well, I'm part of the defense, and so everybody on defense is a big part of that.
Are you better than last year? Do you think y'all getting even better than last year?
We got to continue to go. We got to continue to get better, and we don't even compare ourselves to last year. It's a different defense, different team. We got different guys, so it's all about us this year. Just continue to take a step and work to be 1-0 at the end of each week.
But when you are tied right now, top record in the NFC, you knock off 2 playoff contenders the past 2 weeks. Does it give you more confidence as a team that you can get back to where you want to be?
Of course, every win, everything gives us confidence to continue to learn and continue to get better. So the confidence is there. We got to just continue to work and get better.
When you have a team that comes in that has the reputation of being physical, like the Lions, what do you notice about how your unit responds?
Yeah, like I said, we like a physical game. We know a team like that looks at themselves as physical, and they like to be physical, and we look at ourselves as we want to be physical. So for me, I love that type of game because you get mano a mano, you get the best in the world versus the best in the world on a Sunday night. What better can you ask for?
It was a 4-quarter game. Had to go out there, had to play, every snap count. Defense did a tremendous job. Like I said, it was a 4-quarter game.
And looking at that offensive performance, you knew it was going to be tough going against some of the top teams in the NFC the past 2 weeks. What is your impressions of this offense right now, and why it isn't clicking like you'd like it to?
We have a big play, and then we'll shoot ourselves in the foot. We got to stop, the penalties on ourselves and things like that. That's the biggest thing. Just stop shooting ourselves in the foot.
You don't think it's what they're doing? You think it's...
Yeah, we had some things out there today, but majority of the time when we did make a big play, we just shot ourselves in the foot and got back where we was.
Well, we spoke this week a lot about what the first game at the Link would be like for you. Everything you thought it would be?
Yeah, it was exciting. Atmosphere was great. Fans showed out, and that was a hell of a game. Super fun to be a part of. I love being a part of this defense. Thought we played lights out. Just got to keep stacking, make the improvements, and keep it rolling.
What did you see on your sack?
What did I see? I went out. I thought it was going to be like a toss crack, so I kind of turned out. And I think Sewell thought I was dropping, so he kind of went back to the guard, and so I had basically wide open, so I just took it.
You mentioned that matchup with Sewell. It was one of the key matchups of this game. It definitely seemed like you won that matchup. How tough was it going against him?
He's a great player. Stout in the run and the pass. But I thought we got after him, got after all of them. Kudos to him and kudos to them.
I know they've only been here a couple weeks now, but what are your early impressions of this front as a whole?
Oh, man, just dominant. Confident, dominant, game-wrecking. Just any adjectives you could describe positively. So it's amazing to be a part of, for sure.
What's the key on 4th down?
Just wanted more. I thought we just played super fundamentally sound, and they just didn't have an answer for anything we were doing.
Did you think you guys were making him hurry, kind of getting Goff out of his rhythm?
Yeah, for sure. I thought that, we got a lot of pressure on him, and DBs did an amazing job all game covering their key guys. We did what we had to do up front, so it was great.
The conversation around you as a player right now is rarely do you see someone click so easily on a defense as quickly as you are. Why is that?
I think that's credit to the guys up front, credit to the coaching, and I guess you could say credit to me just for coming in and, I kind of think I understood what the mindset of this defense was coming in, and, being with them for 2 short weeks, it's been easy to kind of pick up on that. So at the end of the day, it's just fast, aggressive, play hard, and, that's all it comes down to.
When you have guys in the middle like Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis and Moro Juma playing at the level they're playing, what does that do for your job on the outside?
I just got to win my matchup, and I know they're going to take care of theirs on the inside, so it's great. It's really amazing playing with them.
These past 2 games have been against playoff caliber teams, playoff caliber atmospheres. Is that something you feel on the field?
100%, yeah. Those are some of the best games I've been a part of, so it's super exciting.
Go ahead.
To hold 2 offenses that have reputations of putting up points on the board to 2 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. How good is this defense? Is this defense arguably one of the best in the league, or the best so far?
I'd say so. I think that we have room to grow, but I think what we've been putting on the field so far is domination. So, yeah, just keep improving and keep stacking them, and keep that relentless energy.
Jaelan on that sack.
Good vibes here in this Eagles locker room as I'm here with Nolan Smith, moving to 8 wins on the season. This defensive game plan, how did you guys get it done with a Lions offense that was so successful coming into this game?
Man, we just kept our head down and kept working, and we came in and said we had to be a tough team, and that's a tough team over there, man. And you see it was a close game, and it was a nail-biter, but, man, we held on at the end and just played defense like we supposed to.
And what does it say about this defense? Because it seems like every single drive, someone else is making the play. You look at the stat sheet, and all of you guys have stats. What does it say about this defense?
Man, we just fly around and have fun, and as long as we together and keep doing that, man, we just build on days, building day by day, brick by brick.
The past 2 weeks, you've knocked up 2 of the toughest teams in the NFC. What is the rest of the goals for the season when you've already done that?
No, we just got to keep our head down and keep working, and we got plenty more ahead of us, and that was a good team, and they did a good job, and we can only tip our hats to them.
And you mentioned everyone being on the same page. What was the game plan coming into this game to dominate a Lions offense that was so successful?
We just knew if we came in and was the most physical team, we knew we had a great chance of winning the game. So that's exactly what we did. We came in, we was very physical, and then on top of that, we executed very well on defense as far as communicating, like I mentioned, and having everybody on the same page, just working as a unit. And I feel like we did that pretty well tonight. And obviously the score and the numbers say for us.
And what's it like being back there and watching that defensive line just wreak havoc? It seems like every single drive.
Man, that's amazing. It makes my job way easier. I feel way calmer back there, knowing that I got those guys up front that they can be real destructive. And they've been doing that. They did the whole game. I think they had five PBUs on the D line. So, man, just made my job easy in the back end.
Back-to-back weeks, you've had this kind of dominant performance. What's that mean to have that kind of consistency time and again?
Can you say that one more time?
That back-to-back weeks thing, you've had this kind of dominant performance. What's it mean to have this kind of consistency in consecutive games?
You talking about as a defense? I mean, physicality has been the main thing around here, and that's something we've been preaching for a little while. So we just know, man, if we come out and we're the most physical team, we know that we have a great chance over anybody. And obviously match that with the communication, with everybody on the same page and everybody executing, making the layups, making the easy plays that come to them. I feel like we're unstoppable as a defense.